Thank you for the opportunity for us to share with you Woh Hup and Tanglin's experience on the adoption of the skid loader. So as we know, the skid loaders, electric skid loaders that are from Czech Republic is from a company called First Green Industry that we have developed with together. So as we know that construction basically, is a major contributor to emission. So for our LTA project, the 8C821A Kim Chuan Depot extension, we knew that there was going to be a lot of basement work. As such, we know that we're going to be working underground a lot. So we decided that we better go and look for some equipment that reduces emission, noise, dust. So this was something that we came up with, and the skid loaders was what we found. Now, we've deployed 7 of these to other Woh Hup sites, and so far, after 1.5 years, we have not had any bad feedback, and everyone's quite positive about it. So basically, when we collated all the 7 sites, what were the key components that they were happy with? Basically, it falls under safety and health, and operation and maintenance. Under safety and health, basically, there is 0 emission. Noise is low. On top of that, on this system, I think our fellow contractors here all had this experience. Our skid loaders all use keys, ignition keys. We don't know who takes it out there, who operates it, leaves it there at lunchtime, leaves it there, when they go for their toilet break, and then we get caught, right? So this system has a hard mount control display. So every operator that is trained actually has a unique ID. So he needs to put that in before he can operate. But additional features are, it doesn't mean that he goes in, he puts on the ID and it works. He's got 2 other steps that he needs to do. One, he has to obviously close the glass door. Second thing is he has to put on the safety belt. So without any one of these 3, which most operators go in, key in, I close the door, that's it. Then how come it doesn't start? So the safety belt is part of the safety requirement that we meet, and we also put it on to our workers. So it's for their own safety. Okay. So there's also the speed control. So we have a 4-speed control. So we can train the guys, but as you know, some of them are inexperienced. So you may put them on the speed 1, speed 2, so that they can build up their confidence and experience. Obviously, the better guys will do the 3 and 4. So later on, in our display unit downstairs, we brought 2 of them. Minister, when you want to try it out, we've set it to 1. So don't worry, the machine will not run away from you. Okay? Then the other thing is the operation and maintenance costs. We don't have an engine. You really don't have a diesel engine. It's basically 3 motors. There's 2 electric motors and 1 hydraulic motors. The 2 electric motors drive the wheels and the electric system, and then the hydraulic only does the boom and the tilt. And basically that's it. This comparison, I think is a bit unfair, mainly because the diesel skid loader has been in the market for a long time, and it serves its purpose. Over here, we now have the skid loaders. It's a bit higher, it's a bit bigger. It's got all the safety features that we need that meets our regulatory requirement. But what I want to bring you to is this last point here, which is the fully enclosed aircon cabin. This is something that we never thought about a few years back. So when we deployed all this out, the first few months, we were seeing the operation, because it's telemetry. So we see the operation live, together with our First Green in Czech Republic. So if there's any troubleshooting, any issues, they can help us straight away. So we noticed that you could run 6 to 8 hours. And if you run it for 3 hours a day, your battery could last you for 2 days, right? Then after a while, we saw 1 or 2 of them started to only have 3 hours to 4 hours, and then it's flat, the battery is flat. So we called them up. They try and see whether it's a mapping issue, but guess what? We found out our operators were sleeping during lunchtime with the aircon on. But what they didn't realize is that they got their ID, right? Keyed in. So we know straight away who is the culprit. So obviously after that, nobody thought it was a good idea to go and sleep there during lunchtime. So this is at C812 at Kim Chuan Lodge. So we will have a dedicated area where we actually have the battery charging. We've added on additional fire extinguisher ball for the safety. And you can actually train quite a number of people. And you can actually work out which are the ones that are brand new, learning how to operate, And so you can set the speed so that they be under control. And you can deploy them anywhere as long as you've got the same machine. So we can deploy them to other sites. Here's where I was saying about how you have, if you take out the battery pack from the back, all you see is these two silver drivers, which is the electric motors to drive the wheels, and your hydraulic motor up here. So there's only three. It's as simple as that. So there's not a lot of mechanical parts. There's not a lot of things that you need to change or wear and tear. So here we'll just do, finally, just to show you how easy it is to operate. So later on, Minister, you can try it. No need. Yeah. We'll supervise. So consider this as your SIC, safety induction, when you want to operate afterwards. Yeah. So the first time I went to Prague to test it out, Jan got me to go and do some donuts. So we did some donuts, which is what's going to happen here. And I left a lot of tire marks. So I'm hoping that BCA, after when we do some donuts, they won't get me to go, I may have to go and clean it up. So that's how simple it is. So if you have done a remote control car, it's as simple as that. All right, thank you very much.